In this lesson, we're going to be talking about scientific notation. We have two different types of numbers that we're going to be working with. Numbers that have positive exponents and numbers that have negative exponents. Let's first focus on the positive exponents. If you remember, we talked about numbers that have positive exponents being those really, really big numbers like LeBron James's salary. So just a couple things to remember about this is that with scientific notation, you're always going to have a base number. In our case here, our base number is 4.5. And then you're going to have times 10 to some power. And in our case, it's going to be a positive exponent, making this number a really big number. So let's look at A. When the 10 has a positive exponent, the standard notation will be a whole number, meaning it's going to be a really big number here. To change the scientific notation into standard notation, count the decimal places to the right. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this example here. So circle the number equal to 4.5 times 10 to the third power. Remember what we do here. We're going to take our 4.5, which is our base number, and we're going to move it 3 spaces to the right. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go ahead and fill in those little holes there with zeros as our placeholders. You can see that it's created the number 4,500, which is a big number, big comparatively. So you can see here that that will be our solution here. Now let's just go ahead and look at the negative exponents. So let's go ahead on over to the right side here. We still have a base number of 4.5, and we still have times 10 to the, and then this time we have a negative exponent. When you have a negative exponent, that means that you have a very, very, very small number. If you remember correctly, we compared LeBron James's salary to Mr. Baldo's salary. So let's look at A. When the 10 has a negative exponent, the standard notation will be a decimal. To change the scientific notation into standard notation, count the decimal places to the left. Circle the number equal to 4.5 times 10 to the negative fourth. So here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to write my base number of 4.5, but this time I'm going to make this a small number. And to make it a small number, I need to move the decimal 4 spaces to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put my decimal, I'm going to put my placeholders in, and you can see the number that has been generated is 0.0045. I highly recommend drawing the little loops. It's very important to do that, and the zeros are going to go in between the loops. All right, now that's going from scientific notation into